Hey guys, this is your girl Kelly with Kelly Ministries. I'm coming to you with a new video, with a first upload video, full of encouragement, full of the word of God, and just God is speaking. And so if you need to hear a word, come and get it. See you later.
We say to these things, so much violence. It's getting hard to believe. And what shall we say to these things? So many people hurting with broken esteem. So many questions.
For those that are watching, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for taking the time out. And, I'm glad that the Lord led you to listen. Obviously, there is something that you need from God, and I'm believing that what you need, God has it. I just want to come and be a blessing this morning. Let me just do a quick little introduction. First of all, my name is Kelly, and I've been doing ministry for a few years now, and just kind of getting now more into the social media empowerment and encouragement. I believe that if you allow God to use you, that God will do wonders through you. When you truly move yourself out of the way and you just let God have that vessel that He needs to do what He wants to do in this earth, I just believe that He will do it. That is where my faith is. I have that kind of radical faith, okay? And so that's what this channel is going to be about. This is going to be a channel to empower, to motivate, to encourage. I do a lot of prayer breakfasts. I do a lot of revivals, things that are for the deliverance and the progression of the kingdom in the earth realm. And so I thank you for taking the time out to be here with me today. And I pray to God that something I say, something I do, maybe a smile, maybe something I do will truly bless you today in this moment. I just want to start off today's topic. I'm going to talk on having faith. Having faith, not when it's good, but having faith when you're in your dry place, when you're in that rough patch, in that wilderness of your life. And believe me, we all go through it. All may not admit it, all may not say it, but we absolutely all have our own wilderness that we have to travel through, that we will travel through, that we absolutely will travel through. And so today, as I got off work this morning and came to kind of just start praying and just getting in the presence of God and trying to keep myself in that presence before I kind of get to my work. And I'm listening to Cassie J, and I'm sure you guys heard a little bit of it before I started the introduction. The song is, "If God be for me, who can be against me?" And so what I want to encourage you guys on, because as I'm sitting here and I'm praying to God, and I'm just thanking him. I'm thanking him, and I'm thanking him for being just a good God, for being a faithful God. I'm sitting here thanking him. He pours into my spirit, that he doesn't allow us to be oppressed in vain. He doesn't allow us to be oppressed so we can be defeated. He doesn't allow us to be depressed that we have to stay down. He don't allow us to be oppressed. I'm sorry. He doesn't allow us to be oppressed, to have us beneath, or to have us beneath what he intends for us. He doesn't have us to be oppressed without having a cause, without saying, I am doing this to strengthen you, because he can see your ending. He can see where he's taking you. He can see that in this end of this journey, that this is where I want my daughter, or I want my son to end up. And so I know the stubbornness of their hearts. I know the stubbornness in their mind. I know, if they're afraid, I know if they're fearful of the end result. And so I gotta do what I need to do to break them and to prime them and to get them prepared to be the sons and the daughters that I have already willed and completed in them. He's already done it. And so, because you have that knowledge, okay, because you have that knowledge to know that I've already have victory in Christ Jesus. I already have the victory. So whether I'm down today, whether I'm, my finances might not be the best today, the husband may not be here, and so the struggle might be even harder. The family, I may not have family. I may not have the friends around me to encourage me. I may be in a dry season where it is just me and God walking. I might be in a dry season where I don't have nobody here to encourage me. And, I know you can say, yes, encourage yourself, sis. Yes, absolutely. That's true. But let me tell you something. It's not always easy. When you're when you're the one in that seat that needs the encouragement, it's not always an easy process. But just know that even when everybody else is gone, when there's nobody else around you, that God is faithful, that he will never leave you, nor will he forsake you. And because you have that knowledge, you got to stand on that belief that, God, if you be for me, who can be against me? God, I know that you're going to bring me through this, because I already know that I have the victory in Christ Jesus. And so, you got to know that it doesn't matter the type of suffering that you go through, that the suffering is to make you stronger. The suffering is to prepare you and groom you. Sometimes you have to ask God to reveal the true you to yourself. You have to ask him, God, show me me. Show me me, so that I may be able to understand better why I'm having to go through this offense. You have to learn the lesson to get to your blessing. You have to learn the lesson to get to your blessing. God, he wants to bless you. Jeremiah 29, which is so very common, it says that I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you. He doesn't want to harm you. Do you understand? He doesn't do anything to harm you, to hurt you, to bruise you, to destroy you, to break you. That is not who God is. That's not who he is. But he will use these things in life, these things that hurt, these things that cause battle scars, these things that cause broken hearts, these things that cause you to go to depression, these things that cause you to lead to substance abuse, these things that cause you to lead to whoremongering, to rebellion, pridefulness, these things in life that will cause you to walk away from everything and say, I give up. He'll use these moments in your life to break you to a place that says, you know what, God? I trust you. And I depend totally on you. Totally on you. Totally to the sense where I depend on you so much that if you don't do it, I know that it cannot be done. And if you don't do it, I don't even want it, because I trust that your will is better than my own. What you have for me is better than what I can even imagine. And so I'm sent here today to just encourage you, because somebody's out there feeling like, I've done too much. I've gone too far, I've done too much. I've said too much. I've went to a place that there is no turning back. God don't know me. God won't love me like this. God won't love me in this state. God won't love me because I said some things that wasn't pleasing, or I did some things that wasn't pleasing. God is a forgiving God. He is a forgiving God. And today, this day, this hour, He wants you to know that He loves you. He loves you. And He would never leave you, nor will He ever forsake you. He loves you that much. He loved you so much that you didn't even have to come and find Him. He came to find you. He sought you out. You didn't seek Him out. And so I want you to be encouraged today. Be encouraged in Christ. Be encouraged in His love. Be encouraged in His peace that surpasses all understanding. Be encouraged in His grace and mercy that will follow you all the days of your life. Be encouraged that His yoke is easy and His burden is light. Be encouraged that if it is too much for me to bear, I can give it over to God. I can say, God, you know what? What's going on right now is too much. I can't bear it. I can't bear it. And I know that you won't put more on me than I can bear. And so, God, I need you to lighten this load. I need you to give me peace as I go through this situation. I need you to carry this thing for me, because I'm falling. I'm trying to carry it, but I'm falling. I'm trying to carry it, but the load is too great. And God, I need you to carry this load. I need you to carry this burden. I need you to give me peace. God, you don't have to take the situation, because I understand now that you're using the oppression. You're using the oppression to get me to my finish line. You're using the oppression to create me into the woman, create me into the man that you desire me to be. And because of that, we have the victory through the oppression. We have the victory through the roller coasters of life, the up and downs, the relationships that won't work, the friendships that won't work, the job that won't work, the career that's not panning out, we have the victory even through those rough patches of life. And so, woman of God, man of God, people of God, be blessed. I love you. God bless you.